Hey, Reds. So today we are talking to Josh Tickell, the co-director of Common Ground. Josh, thank you very much, excuse me, for spending some time with me today. I know you're out and about because this movie is like playing at so many festivals. So again, thank you for being, even in the Uber, you're, taking the time to talk to us about this today. So really quick, for those that haven't heard of Common Ground, how can we describe this to them? And then like, why should they go see this?
Yeah, well, Common Ground is a movie, but it's also a movement. And it's a documentary that's sweeping the country. We've done 75 theatrical openings, actual theaters. It played for 5 weeks in Los Angeles. It's one of the longest playing documentaries this year. And it's among the top grossing documentaries of 2023. The film is about, obviously, ground, but it's about saving the planet, saving the soil, creating healthy food, and creating a future for our kids. And look, there's a lot of cool movie elements to it, but ultimately, the movie is a call to action for us to have a more sane, safe, and healthy food supply, one that can actually balance the climate and make farmers, profitable.
Yeah, yeah. As a parent watching this, I mean, there's a lot of things in there that I saw that I'm like, why isn't this happening more and more of? And that's something we'll get into with the regenerative agriculture. But it seems like this is like the I guess the progression of your movies because you've had fuel, you've had kiss the ground, reforestation nation. So it's like it's these like you said, these movies are not just movies, but they're movements. They're call to actions for everybody that watches them. So with Common Ground, I mean, watching that, I felt like I need to do something after watching that. And I hope more people feel like this. But being that I live in a city in an apartment, don't really have the yardage to do anything. What could someone like me do to help, or at least try to help out?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is you watch the trailer and share the trailer with everybody you know. Common Ground, the trailer's on commongroundfilm.org. And I just noticed, Apple trailers, like they totally gutted the whole trailer system. We used to have like tons of trailers on there. Now there's just like a few studio films that they're showing. So getting the trailer out is an act, that is a vote to have a better world right there because there's not like commercial trailer places anymore. Um, and we share that socially and always. The thing you can do yourself is grow something, whether that's in a plot or a pot or a planter box or a little yard. Start growing stuff and start learning how to grow food. That could be tomatoes, that could be basil, that could be thyme, that could be oregano. But the second you start growing food, you start becoming empowered around your food. That's a very powerful thing. And the third thing is folks who like this message and they like this movement, they should tell Netflix to carry this film. People don't know it, but you can Google, request a title, request a title, Netflix, and pop right up. We need about 1 million people to fill that form out. Sort of vote to tell the big streamers that we need this message, that this is a critical message as well. So those are a couple calls to action. I've got a lot more, but those are a good start.
Awesome. Yeah. After this video, I think hopefully you might get like 5 more people to push it out there. I don't know, depending on the
Love it.
views, but hopefully we get
Yeah, we'll
a good
we'll
amount.
take every single person we can get.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
But like one of the main things that I took away from the movie is the whole regenerative agriculture, and this is something that's been going on for ages. But it's like
Yes.
it seems that big corporations are trying to stop this because they want that profit. Um, and then what I did see also too was that there's a lot of pushback for scientists or teachers that try to teach this. Have you
Yes.
experienced anything like that with this documentary?
Yeah, yes, we're having, a lot of censorship issues with the film. That's part of the reason why we're releasing it in theaters direct to people because getting this message out has been challenging. But everywhere the movie screens, it's been super successful, sold out screening, even in Washington, D.C. Thanks.
Thank you.
Have
Have
a
a good
great
night.
day. Appreciate it. So, this thing is blowing up. And I think, sometimes when the people lead, the leaders will follow. This is one of those experiences where we've just got to get the message out to more people. Independent cinema, you know, the way we succeed is for independent people to come watch the movies. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and then definitely, I mean, you played last weekend here in Chicago. You're gonna play again this weekend here in Chicago.
Yeah,
And what I'm
Music
seeing, like,
Box on the 18th. Yeah,
yeah, Music Box is such a
yeah,
great venue too. And
yeah.
you've been, and congratulations too, because I know that you won an award over at the Tribeca Film Festival with this. So congratulations for that. One thing that I do want to ask is because, like, again, like back to the regenerative agriculture, a lot of farmers are set in their ways with how they've been growing stuff. How, I
Yes.
guess, what is the percentage of farmers that are learning this new technique? I guess, well, not new, but this technique to actually change from what they've been doing before.
Yeah. Well, it's a new, can I leave this here? It's a new way of growing, but it's based on old principles. And really it boils down to four things: not tilling the ground. So don't till. That's pretty easy. Grow cover crops, and we're trying to incentive farmers to do that through the farm bill. Just like $5 an acre. They're already getting paid to poison everybody. So let's get them to grow cover crops, right? And then the last things are really less chemicals, ideally no chemicals, and putting animals back on the land because we've segregated all the animals and we've kept them away from each other. It's pretty easy to do those things.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this that I've learned. Like the women that would plant the seeds in their hair when they came over here. A lot of the stuff from George Washington Carver, like I didn't really know. Like it seems like we're always just taught about peanut butter. That's all he's done. But
Yeah,
creating this, was there
yeah.
any like interesting or new fact that you learned that you didn't know beforehand?
Sorry, can you still hear me, Victor?
Yeah, I can hear you. You were cutting off a little.
Am I still there, Victor?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
here. Here.
Okay, yeah. I tried to go trying to trying to get to a quiet place, but that didn't work out the way I thought it would. The biggest fact that we learned about the historical stuff, who really started regenerative agriculture, was people of color, indigenous people, you know. That was a big realization, of course. So that's in the film. It's great that we know that information because that can help us curate that knowledge. Though that knowledge has still been passed down. So we need to learn how to grow in a healthy way. The best people who you know lived on the American continent, the African continent, long before Europeans showed up. Makes sense because these are equatorial systems, right? Those people knew how to grow in the equator. So that's how come they got brought here, because Europeans didn't know how to grow in this climate. So that was a huge realization. The bigger realization, I think, is that with a few policy tweaks, we could have a food system that works for way more people than it does today. And you know, that's good because it's not going to take a revolution. It's just going to take some different choices, some policy tweaks, and then we can get this done.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Especially like learning about the farm bill, like how that is split up, is just insane. And I think one of the things too that I found kind of shocking was the suicide rate among farmers. And I think that with everything, hopefully with policy changes, that can be lowered or it potentially just stop. Because I mean, it's
Yeah.
just insane how this cycle of debt and then the money goes to the same companies, and it's just I mean, there's like so much in this, and I really want people to watch this. So if you're seeing
Yeah.
this like playing anywhere in your area, definitely watch it. Tell your friends about it, because I mean, there is just so much in here that we need to learn, and I feel like we're not seeing it because it's not being shown us like in this way, in this manner.
We're not seeing this information, which is why it's so important for folks to get out and see this movie. It's why all the celebrities volunteered. We didn't pay Jason Momoa, we didn't pay, Laura Dern and Rosario Dawson. Rosario's got like, Jason's Aquaman. Rosario's got Star Wars, and they're narrating this film because they get it. They've got kids, they're parents too, they're moms and dads. And again, if we don't fix the food system, 9 out of 10 Americans are metabolically unhealthy. Like, this is a freaking crisis, man. The planet is boiling. Like, how much longer are we going to wait to just be honest about the fact that the food system doesn't work and that it's a huge mess? and it's easy to fix. Like farmers want to do the right thing, and the movie has the formula for how to do it. So that's I'm excited for folks to see Common Ground. I'm excited for people to get on Instagram, come see Common Ground at the theater if you can, and if you can't, tell the streamers to pick it up. That's how we got Kiss the Ground going. Is people demanded it. You know, they wouldn't accept no for an answer, and that's where we're at. We got to demand this film. We got to get this information out, and we need everybody to just be part of the Common Ground movement.
Yes, and then by doing that, we can just go to commonground.org, find showtimes, and then I'm sorry,
Commongroundfilm.org. Yeah,
film.org.
commongroundfilm.org. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry about that. But yeah, definitely
That's all
we should
right.
all go out there and then read what's on the website. There's a lot of great information on there, and then also like how you
Yeah,
can join the movement yourself. But
yeah.
I know that you've got like you got things to do and screenings to go. So I really appreciate your time today, Josh. Um, to sum up Common Ground, I know it's going to be hard, but if we could sum it up in 3 words, what would be the 3 words that we could tell people about Common Ground?
There is hope. 3.
Awesome. Friends, Common Ground, like I said, it's playing at festivals. Go check it out. Demand your streamers to carry this movie. And then, yeah, go to the website and we'll have all the links on it, but just check it out. And then, I mean, like I said, as a father, I want my kids to eat healthier. And seeing this is like, all right, I need to start making some more changes, not only for myself, but for them, and then for their future and their future kids, and so on and so forth. So thank you and Rebecca very much for making this. And I much continued success with this, and I hope it gets wider distribution, and hopefully the streamers pick it up and let everybody see it. So thank you very much for your time today, Josh.
Oh, Victor, thank you. Thanks for being an awesome guy and an awesome dad and caring about your kids in the future. Really appreciate getting to meet you.
You too. And then hopefully I'll see you when you're in Chicago.
Let's do it.
All right. Have a
Thanks,
great day.
Victor. Have a great day.
Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.